Have you ever paused to consider that your soul may be caught in a cycle that has been repeating for millennia? It's unsettling to feel like you're living in a world that wasn't created for you, isn't it? It can seem as if each day is just a repetition, a shadow of the true essence you're searching for. The imprints of past lives linger within your soul, traumas and grief that you carry silently. You don't have to continue ignoring the pain that's tucked away in some corner of your being. There are signs, whispers along your journey, indicating that you might be at the end of your reincarnation cycle, returning to yourself, slowly awakening from a deep sleep. Edgar Cayce's forbidden book illuminates what many fear to forget. The chance for spiritual liberation is within your reach. Each disappointment, each fear, has been a silent teaching, a preparation for this transformative journey. I invite you to reflect on this. What do you truly want? Inner peace? Healing old wounds? Recognizing that healing is possible? When you connect with your essence, you can begin to view your life as a sacred path, filled with promise. It's never too late to reclaim the joy of your soul, to reignite the faith that seems to have faded, often after countless disappointments. Take a moment to close your eyes, breathe deeply, allow the light within you to shine. This is an invitation to rediscover who you really are, in a space where there's no rush, just your presence. True liberation begins with a deep alignment in the intention to remember. It's time to awaken, soul traveler. Imagine, for a moment, a magical tent of light where souls gather before immersing themselves in the human experience. Inside this tent, you may discover the echoes of your ancestral choices. It is an invitation, a call to remember. Remember who you truly are, beyond the traumas, the pains, and the routines that weigh heavily on your being. Have you ever felt that there's something more? Something telling you that this world isn't your true home? Loneliness can often signal that you are disconnected from your essence, like a leaf torn from its tree. Within the tent of light, memories of other cycles, other lives are held, where you made choices that shaped your soul. The past, like the future, is all interconnected. These ancestral memories are stored within you. Perhaps they are camouflaged beneath the silent pains you carry, under unresolved grief, or the feeling that time is passing without meaning. You sense that something needs to change, but you're unsure where to start. The good news is that you are not alone in this quest. The tent of light is a promise of hope. It's a place where you can choose once again, where possibilities are endless. Here, you can realize that you are not merely a being living in a cycle of reincarnation. You are a soul traveler seeking a greater purpose. To help reconnect with that inner light, try a simple exercise. Take 3 minutes each day. Find a quiet spot, sit in silence, close your eyes, and imagine yourself inside the tent. Ask yourself, what does my soul truly desire? Allow yourself to receive an answer. Let the light of your inner wisdom manifest. As you practice this, memories of your true essence may begin to surface. Remember, dear traveler, that within your hands, light and shadow coexist. By choosing to reconnect with your soul, you open the door to a new beginning. Life doesn't have to be just a repetition. It can be a dance of light and love, where you are the protagonist of your own story. Imagine a vast tapestry where each thread represents a life, a soul. Every encounter you've had wasn't a mere coincidence. It was a cosmic intersection, where souls dance and recognize each other in cycles of learning. Legs crossing, gazes meeting. It is within this subtle space that karmic intersections occur, shaping who you are and how you connect with the world. Have you ever paused to consider the marks certain meetings have left on your soul? Someone who crossed your path, and even if only briefly, left a scar or perhaps a glimmer of joy. This isn't just happenstance, it's a breath of destiny, a reminder of what your soul chose to experience even before incarnating. Everything is interconnected. Perhaps you feel that your existence doesn't fully belong in this place, as if you're here, but your soul resides in a higher space, waiting for something more, something to make you feel joy again. The silent pain, the unresolved traumas, all of this echoes from past lives, manifestations of choices you made that still reverberate in this moment. If you feel misaligned, know that this is the universe inviting you to remember. Every tear, every laugh, every fragment of your being, you are not trapped in an endless cycle of suffering. There is a greater force, a guide where souls come and go, intertwined in stories that are still waiting to be awakened. Allow yourself to feel, breathe, As Ram Dass once said, life is meant to be lived, not just endured. Opening yourself to this truth may be the first step in breaking the cycles of self-sabotage and finding authenticity. With small rituals, carve out moments to acknowledge your emotions, honor your pain, and celebrate your victories. The path your soul wants to take may be closer than you think. By feeling welcomed, you can discover your purpose and elevate your vibration. Connect with this truth, and you will see your karmic intersections transform into opportunities for ascension. What are you ready to remember? Have you ever felt that subtle sensation that there's something beyond you? Something that truly understands your silent pains and deep longings? Imagine that right now, there are spiritual guides surrounding you, showing distinct paths, each one opening a door to new possibilities. Your soul made agreements before arriving here, a true map within your essence, preparing you for this journey. These guides are like stars in your life. Sometimes you might not notice, but their energies whisper through your choices. Each time you feel lost or directionless, it could be that you're listening to their call. This delicate relationship between divine influence and your free will is the dance of the soul. Perhaps doubt has settled within you. Am I really free in my decisions? Remember, dear traveler, that freedom comes from connecting with your own truth. Each choice you make on the surface may seem trivial, yet they are filled with profound teachings. Spiritual guides shape this perspective, helping you to realize that even in the most challenging situations, there is hidden wisdom waiting to be revealed. Thus, the pain you carry can be a call to action, an opportunity for you to transform yourself and your reality. Sometimes, don't you feel stuck in repetitive cycles? In the flow of life, the feeling of not belonging can be overwhelming. Yet here, in this sacred space, the lesson is to recognize that each challenge is a chance to redefine your journey. Now, imagine creating a small ritual. Look out the window, close your eyes, and simply breathe. Ask yourself, what truth am I called to live? Allow yourself to feel that connection and notice what path unfolds. Silence is the best friend of understanding. With this practice, you can begin to hear the voice of your spiritual guides more clearly. Remember, dear traveler, that the key to inner transformation lies within you. Imagine for a moment a caterpillar tucked inside its cocoon, surrounded by darkness. It finds itself in a tight, uncomfortable space, and everything around feels oppressive. Have you ever felt this way? Perhaps that suffocating sensation is the silent pain you carry within. That pain resonates in your spirit and echoes through your memories. Each trauma, each unresolved grief, weaves a layer into your cocoon, shaping who you are. Yet within this state, magic is happening. The caterpillar doesn't give up. It doesn't forget its true essence, even when darkness seems to engulf everything. And so, step by step, each emotional wound becomes a catalyst, a gentle nudge toward spiritual growth. Pain is an elixir, a chance to remember who you truly are. You might look at your wounds and see them as burdens, or you can recognize them as silent teachers. These experiences do not define your worth. They guide your journey, preparing you for what lies ahead. Transformation can be chaotic sometimes, like a storm that stirs everything up. But remember, it's not about changing what's outside. It's about finding the sacred within you, the light that has never gone out. Teachings from masters like Yogananda and Ram Dass remind us that healing is possible. True awakening lies in understanding that your soul can still experience something different. What did your soul know before you were born? It's not just your age that determines your path. It's what your soul has yet to release. So, how about taking the first step? Set aside 3 minutes of your day to connect with that essence. Take a deep breath, feel your heart, and allow yourself to see the light that shines within you. Transform pain into a map that guides you, acknowledging that you are on the journey of life. Just like the emerging butterfly, you too can break free and fly. What do you feel when you look back on your life? Have you ever had the sense that something doesn't fit? A forgotten memory from another time? This may run deeper than you think. Often, souls carry fragments from the past that manifest in our behaviors and patterns. These memories are like echoes guiding us, even if we're not aware of it. Imagine that every choice you've made in this life has roots in something far earlier. Perhaps it's an unfulfilled love or pain that still cries out for healing. Just like a flowing river, your cycles of reincarnation shape your journey here and now. What if I told you that by exploring these memories, you could find the key to liberating your soul? The fragments you carry might explain why you feel misaligned with your purpose. Often, this leads to a silent pain, like a grief that remains unacknowledged. Have you taken a moment to feel that pain? That sense that there's more out there? A call from life that isn't being heard? In the path of remembering, small steps can make a significant difference. Try to carve out a few moments in your day just to breathe and connect with your essence. Ask yourself, what does my soul wish to remember? The answer might come from a simple practice, like writing a letter to your soul. Share your anxieties, your fears, your desires, and above all, your willingness to heal. Understanding these cycles is like mending a tapestry. You don't have to cling to the pain. Instead, you can choose to see it as a teacher. Each fragment of pain carries a lesson, and by integrating them, your being can find the peace it longs for. You are not alone on this journey. There is a greater force guiding your steps, waiting for you to say yes to transformation. The light you seek already exists within you, waiting to be remembered. Now is the time to open the doors of your soul and let the flow of life move through you once again. Have you ever wondered why you sometimes feel out of place, as if this world wasn't made for your soul? This is an ancient quest that reverberates through the corridors of time. What you experience today, through the 7 hermetic keys, can profoundly change how you perceive reality. These principles are not just distant ideals. They are like doors that, when opened, allow you to access the hidden wisdom residing within you. Think of these keys as spiritual guides, revealing truths that span centuries. The first key, the principle of mentalism, honors the idea that everything begins in the mind. What you perceive around you is a reflection of what happens within you. Every thought, every emotion, is a step in the cosmic dance of your existence. The second key, the principle of correspondence, reminds us that, as above, so below. What occurs inside manifests outside, intertwining your life with the universe. These principles resonate with a deep call for transformation. When you understand that what you feel and experience is part of a greater whole, spiritual liberation becomes a tangible possibility. You don't have to live on autopilot, accumulating soulless days when each one can be an invitation to awaken. The third key brings forth the principle of vibration. Just as a piano resonates when played, your inner energy vibrates at unique frequencies. These vibrations shape your experiences, drawing in places, people, and situations that align with who you truly are. Have you ever felt that something was blocked, as if there were an invisible film between you and the abundant life you desire? That blockage is your energy yearning to be released and harmonized. The fourth principle, the principle of polarity, teaches us that everything has opposites: light and darkness, joy and sadness. By accepting and integrating all parts of yourself, you pave the way for a deeper understanding. True enlightenment isn't the absence of problems, but the acknowledgement that they are part of your journey. The fifth key, the principle of rhythm, shows us that everything has a time and flow. The ocean waves are not constant, and life carries us through highs and lows. Instead of resisting, the invitation is to move with this rhythm, allowing experiences to shape you without controlling your essence. The sixth principle, the principle of cause and effect, reveals that every action generates a reaction. What you send into the world returns to you. Just as you are responsible for creating your own reality, you also possess the power to change what no longer resonates with your truth. Finally, the seventh key, the principle of gender, integrates the masculine and feminine dualities within us. It's the dance of energies that brings us balance and harmony. Recognizing this dance is essential for finding peace and purpose. Perhaps now you're beginning to understand. Your life is not just a series of random events, but a tapestry woven from intention and awareness. You can reprogram your soul. Invest 3 minutes of your day to connect with what is most sacred within you, whether through meditation, writing, or a quiet walk. Listen to your intuition and allow it to guide you back home to your true self. As you dive into these hermetic principles, remember, everything changes when you change your frequency. Your awakening is just a step away, and that step begins now. Imagine for a moment that silence can speak. Indeed, there is a subtle language that flows between what is said and what resides deep within the soul. In this sacred space, we often forget how to listen. Do you feel it? The weight of an existence that seems out of place, as if you're not living in a world made for you. It is in this silence where your soul can shout, yet often it gets drowned out by the noise of everyday life. When we pause and truly listen, even if just for a few moments, we find the key to inner peace. Silence invites us to dive within ourselves, touching on old pains that may have never been revealed. In this quiet space, we can finally embrace the pain we carry alone, the pain that nobody else notices. Remember, you are not alone on this journey. A simple practice can help you bring this deeper listening into your day. Find a quiet spot and take a deep breath. Close your eyes and allow your thoughts to settle. Ask your soul, what do you wish to tell me? Feel the answers come not in words, but as emotions, images, or even simple sensations. Often, your anxieties and fears are just reflections of something still not understood. Have you ever wondered how your essence resonates through that silence? As Ram Dass once said, what you seek is seeking you. Feel that quest within you, and as you do so, let your essence align, moving toward a space of harmony and understanding. So remember, it's not about searching for what's outside, but rediscovering what has always been inside you. Silence can be your guide, helping you navigate each layer that protects your authenticity. Ultimately, it is in this sacred space where you can uncover your own truth, where everything begins to make sense again. They say the path of the soul is a dance in infinite cycles of learning and transformation. Sometimes it feels like life is made of mirrors, reflecting realities we don't fully understand. Have you ever felt as though you're living in a world that wasn't designed for you? A silent pain, unseen traumas, unfulfilled desires. In this return to the sacred, I invite you to explore these deep sensations and reconnect with the light that has always been within you. Every cycle you experience leads to a new understanding of what your true essence really is. This journey isn't just about living and dying, it's about awakening to all that you are and all that you can become. Imagine that you are about to discover that faith, even when it seems fragile, has never truly disappeared. It's simply transformed, just as you have. You carry within you the ability to transcend the fears that often paralyze you. Yes, you can trust again that healing is not just possible, but already on your path. Consider the small practices that can anchor your soul and invite it to flourish in the present. A moment of silence, a deep breath, a letter written to the universe. Ask yourself, what does my soul truly wish to express? These are powerful questions. It is never too late to awaken. In fact, this is the call of your soul, more real than ever. The inner transformation you seek doesn't depend on a major event or external changes. It begins within you, in the silence that exists between one thought and the next. By embracing the journey of the soul, you start to release what holds you back, letting go of traumas, freeing memories, and releasing patterns that no longer serve you. This is how you find your return to the sacred, which is your true mission. I invite you to take a step, subscribe to this channel, and share your thoughts in the comments. What is the deepest desire of your soul? The journey continues, and together we can uncover the answers that echo through eternity.